जोग तख्त दियन गुर राम दा राज जोग तख्त.
Okay, on the question of how would you like to preserve the planet in the future, in our Guru Nanak Dev Ji has mentioned very, very specifically on this subject. In our daily Nitnem, that is Japji Sahib, the closing lines, Pavan Guru, Pani Pita, Mata, Tarat Mahat. Basically, this says that we have got to treat our air as our Guru, Pavan Guru, Pani Pita, and water as our father, and Mata Tarat Mahat. Mata Tarat Mahat, basically the great earth, is our mother. So we have got to respect, give every respect to preserve them, to get this environment clean and preserve it. Now, how do we do that? One particular item that is being done currently is more on the awareness, creating awareness to the community, to our Punjabi folks, especially the children, especially the youth. Now, in that sense, even our Sikh Naujawan Sabha Malaysia, SNSM, they held a seminar. They held a World Sikh Center in KhalsaLand, and there was a lot of participation by the youths, a lot of participation by the children and the family members here, and to create this awareness. Various activities were done, nature walk, how to do composting. Mr. Jaspal Singh especially, he was leading the team on composting, how to grow plants. Mr. Harry, he was forefront in that. Harry has been a forefront runner in the growing of the different types of trees. We have a lot of trees in that sense in KhalsaLand, fruit trees and shade trees as well. So the awareness we have got to create, and this is an ongoing process, whereby by creating awareness, people respect, people know, and people follow whatever they have picked up, whatever they have learned. As we know, Sri Guru Hararai, our 7th master, he was most compassionate with the animals, with the birds, and we normally have this Sikh Environmental Day during his birthdays, somewhere towards the end of February. So this is one way that we have to preserve, we have got to make awareness on those things. And we are blessed with such a beautiful site over here, KhalsaLand, and we have beautiful environment, greenery, and there are a number of people who are camping over here, who come for retreats, who come for smilans, who come for camps, and their ending remarks basically is something very, very touching when they mention that this is a very serene place, this is very nice green and a quiet place to be in. Well, my journey before I joined KhalsaLand and after, in summary, basically I can say I am from Penang Island. I lived there all my life, and I started working in Intel, and I was there for 23 years. Basically, as you know, factory life is something very taxing. It can be very taxing, long working hours and a lot of work pressures. But I survived through with 23 years over there. I was in the manufacturing section. I moved over to human resource HR after working 11 years in the manufacturing. Now, the background basically in Penang, after that I moved on to another electrical industry which was making AHUs, air handling units. The company name was Train, and that was based in Bhai. Basically, same long working hours, and but I was more in control because I was more in the human resources and training section, and was the head of the department over there. My working life was very challenging, and also very successful actually. I rose from as a technician, supervisor, then section heads and department manager, HR and training. Overall, I enjoyed my work. I see it very promising. On my other side, I did not devote much time on the spiritual and on the religious side. What happened was it was taxing, but in the 80s, my life changed to a better one. When I started attending gurdwaras functions, especially the satsang. Mr. Squinder Singh, my friend, he was the one who really encouraged me to attend the satsangs, and that was very, very motivating and really inspiration to me. I joined the Sikh Naujawan Sabha. I was the Jathedar of Penang group, Penang branch, and also I joined the gurdwaras. Gurdwara, I was also teaching Punjabi. Then I joined the PEC, Punjabi Education Center. I was the secretary for 4 years in the Vadda Gurdwara Sahib, then later on became a president for 4 years before I retired. And what to say is my life changed for the better, especially after the 1984 attack of Akal Takht. I went to India in 1986. I attended some courses over there, and I enrolled myself for the 2 years course with the Sikh Missionary College, which I completed the diploma course. It was very, very knowledgeable, very, very exciting. So basically, I was groomed to take over some great, better positions, and the break came after my retirement in 2008. 2008, I retired. I worked. I was in Penang for 4 years as a Vadda Gurdwara Sahib president, and after that, I was given this opportunity. In fact, my brother suggested to me, "Why not? You are retired now, fully retired. Why not you join KhalsaLand over here? Come over here." Initially, I was very reluctant because it was something, change is always a challenge for anyone for that matter. And at my age, I was looking forward to a very quiet life of retirement. I bought a nice house, and I was thinking of trying there. But God has His own ways, His own style. Jahan dane, tahan khane, Nanak ka sach hai. That was when my brother suggested, and initially I was reluctant, but I came over, and when I came over, oh my, this place was beautiful. This place was great. It was something very, very different from what I was experiencing in Penang. As you know, Penang is a concrete jungle. And when I came over here, it was so green, so nice, so well. So I took up immediately the position over here to manage. The first few months were hard, tough. I had to leave my nice house, and I was staying in a cabin now. But frankly, there were two persons I like to mention who really inspired me. One was Bhai Gyan Singh Ji, the other one was Amarjit. They really encouraged me. They came over almost every week they were here to touch base with me, how are things going on, and teach me. I did not know anything about the plants at that time. So they were the ones who guided me, and we have a beautiful place over here. Now, this place is developing. Over the years, I have seen changes over here. I have seen children coming over here, and after 10 over years, I've been here now 10 years. I just came over for 6 months, and this place is grand. And I like to share one thing over here. What difference can the greenery means to me? Now, when I was in Penang, I was in the 60s, and I was having some problem with my vision. Went to see the doctor, eye doctor, and he says, you have a cataract and it needs to be operated soon. So he gave me an appointment after 6 months or so. But at that time, I came over to KhalsaLand over here. And when I went for a check after 6 months in Penang, he said, no, the cataract has not, he used the word ripened. So you're not ready for operation. So basically, he gave me a letter of reference in this KKB hospital. He asked me to check over here since I don't have to go back to Penang. Surprisingly, after 3 years, I was doing eye checkup, and after 3 years, the doctor declared that you do not have any cataract problem. Your cataract has completely disappeared. There was a surprising, a nice, good surprise on my part. So actually the greenery, you won't know what is doing it to your body, but whatever it is, the air, the greenery, the environment, that is the one that I believe that's the one that has affected, that has improved my health. Thank you. Okay, the journey of KhalsaLand, it started in 2001. That is now around 20 over years now, 20 plus years. Basically, when we bought this land, and after this, for the next 10 years, there were no developments at all. And the developments, it was a blessing in disguise in a way. You know why? Because there were no infrastructure here, no roads, no water, Shaba's water, I mean, no electricity over here. But within those 10 years, the road, the water and the electricity came to our doors. So there might be a blessing in a disguise. What happened was, after 2010, the development started over here, and there was a great effort in improving this land, in the utilization of this land. But to put up any buildings, we have got to convert this land from agriculture status to institutional or domestic. So the change was made, and this was another good workout, whereby the building committee worked very hard on the process, and in doing so, we got the help of YB Govind Singh Dio, and around 2 million of that portion that we have got to pay for the conversion was waived. So it was waived for almost free over there. And after that, the accommodation, now we are into the phase 1. The phase 1 is basically putting up the accommodation units, the 2 units of accommodation, one for the site manager and one for the VIPs or the visitors, and water tank, the security house, and of course the major one is the multi-purpose hall, MPH. So this is going to cost around 6.2 million. A lot of effort has been done. Now it has been a kickstart with the AU accommodation units. I'm seeing the units are being built. A lot of effort, a lot of attention is being paid to that, because that is going to be our first legal building on our site here. We hope we can get enough funds to kickstart the other projects, that is the water tank and the MPH. We hope everybody will come and support our efforts to achieve those targets. Thank you. Okay, I will like to share here my lesson here, my experience, personal experience over here. The power of ardas, power of prayers. Ardas means it can be taken as prayers. Ardas. Now, in year 2003, I think, when we purchased this land, and we want to have the first gathering whereby we have Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, Prakash, and satsang program over here. There were no facilities built yet at that time, but our time was gone. Now, I was informed of that program. I was in Penang. I came all the way from Penang, but I couldn't find my way to KhalsaLand. I landed up somewhere in Ulujam Gurdwara. I went over there. Then a Gursikh member over there from that, I met up with them. And he brought me to KhalsaLand. I was slightly delayed, and the program was still continuing, but it was to the end part of it. Now, I would like to mention once I entered the KhalsaLand, my wife and me, both of us were there. We got on from the car, and when we looked at the KhalsaLand site from the gate, and it was amazing. It was so beautiful. I think the showers there were showers, beautiful rolling hills, and on one side there was a stream flowing with a very big pond. At that time, the pond has really shrunk now, a very big pond, and rolling hills from that side. At that time, my wife and me, we were really impressed, and we did ardas. Such a nice place, such beautiful environment, and we hope if we can get this opportunity, we'll come over here. We pass our lives over here. Now that was the ardas. Then after that we joined with the program. After that, I completely forget about this prayer that we said on the grounds. Completely forgot about it. I went back to our busy work schedule, and now when I came back in 2012 again here, when I was offered this position, I was really blessed with that. When I was offered, then I took up the position. I couldn't recall that ardas that I did many years ago. But on one of the days, one of the occasions, we were walking along. We reached the gate from our cabin. We walked down. We reached the gate. And when we faced over this side again, at the same position when we did the ardas, those words, that incident that we had at that time, it dawned on us. I told my wife, "Do you remember anything?" Yes, she says, yeah, she remembered. We did an ardas that I get very emotional on this. We will be here during our last years. So that I shared this with a Ganiji, a friend of mine. He said, "Yeah, ardas done at a certain place with just sincere, focused mind will never be unheard." So it was something great. It was something beautiful. That ardas was so powerful. I would like to share this my personal experience with this, and with that I'm over here. I just came to spend 6 months over here, and 10 years I'm enjoying my stay over here. I like to share on these things. Do an ardas with sincere mind. It will never go unheard. Thank you. Okay, regarding the walk from Titiwangsa Sabha House to KhalsaLand International Sikh Center, that has been planned from 15, 16, 17, 18. The walks will start on the 15th from Titiwangsa Sabha House, KhalsaLand, to KhalsaLand. Now, on the 20th, on the 19th, the government just announced for the elections. On the 19th, it will be a Hari Rehat. It will be a rest day. Then on the 20th, we will start the journey from the junction of Ampang Picha and Jalan Kampung Orang Asli. It is around 2.5 kilometers walk from the junction to our site over here. And we hope you will join this walk with your families, with your friends. Now, as you know, the objective of this walk is to raise funds for KhalsaLand. We are in dire needs of funds to have our projects completed, to raise funds. That is very important for us. The second objective, of course, is to promote KhalsaLand. It is a great retreat center. Family retreats are being held over here. Mini Smilans are being held here, and annual Smilans have been held over here, except for the past 2 years due to COVID. Now, these are the objectives. Hopefully, Mr. Bhai Dya Singh, he has taken a great initiative on this walk. Let's all join him in our efforts to promote KhalsaLand and also to raise funds for the projects over here. And personally, I would like to thank Dya Singh myself. He has, each time he come over here, he brings a lot of humor, a lot of advice, and a lot of inspirations to this, to whenever he's over here. Lately, just a couple of weeks back, he was in, sorry, not couple of weeks, around 6 weeks back, he was at KhalsaLand. He enjoyed. At his age, I'm surprised. He goes on nature walks, river walks. He even went into the Sungai Selangor, and he was swimming away and enjoying himself. Had a great time. Thank you.